The states of growth are zero state income tax states. I'm going to go over those. So the ones that are non-desirable zero income tax states are going to be Alaska. Not a whole lot of people are going to want to be there because it's hard to get to the continental United States. You have Washington, which is not great weather-wise, not super ideal, though it has gotten an influx of people there. Nevada, again, not a huge population there, very arid, not a great area, not a whole lot to do there, but people are moving there. It is still growing. You had Wyoming, which actually would have been one of my preferred places to go. Super low property taxes, low population though, but it is growing. Not a whole lot of jobs. There's not a whole lot of infrastructure and things there, which has always held it back. It's mostly, federal lands, federal game lands and stuff. So, and parks. So you just don't have a whole lot there of potential future major growth. Casper is one of your bigger cities there. And that's where I have an investment property. I have a 12-unit building there. Very fortunate to pick up last year. We're renovating and hopefully complete it by the end of this year and get it up fully rented, refinance and keep that one. And give you an idea, 12-unit building out there, the annual taxes are under $3,000 for me, which is just astounding. You put that in Pennsylvania where I used to live, and you're probably $20-some thousand a year in taxes on a building like that, or at least in the teens, depending on what township you're in. And if you're in other parts of the Northeast, it's going to be even worse, like New Jersey, like New York, going up to Massachusetts, any of these states there. So that's kind of what we're seeing here. Texas is going to continue to get a boom. Texas has great jobs, right? Job growth. A lot of companies from California moving to Texas. Tesla, obviously, there's been many others that have moved there as well. You got Toyota in Plano, Texas there. You just have so much job growth. I don't anticipate that market going down. I think over the next 5 years, you're going to continue to have massive growth there. I think where I am here in Florida, you're going to have more baby boomers retiring. The latest, the baby boomers retiring, potentially moving down there to the Carolinas as well, but Florida's going to continue to get that. You do have jobs down here, but it's not the same as what Texas is offering, but it's pretty impressive, the growth. Alabama, another state with impressive growth, and it's not a zero income tax state, but it is still pretty impressive with what they're getting and jobs, and your cost of living is lower there. The real estate taxes aren't outlandish. Georgia's pretty solid as well. So some of these markets are going to continue to do well over into 2022. And so it's kind of changed my philosophy a little bit in what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a bit more buy and hold. And why am I going to do that? I'm going to do more buy and hold because interest rates are just so low that the money is so cheap. I'm not going to be able to get this money down the road, years down the road. I'm not going to be able to get properties that cash flow with this super low interest rate. Yeah, prices may drop because interest rates increase, but as long as the property's cash flow, I'm still going to be in great shape. And guess what? Rents are going to drop. Rents haven't dropped. Rents generally do not ever drop. Things have to get really bad for rents to drop. And even if they dropped a little bit, as long as I have a nice cash flow cushion, I'm still going to be in pretty good shape with a lot of these properties. And I'm shifting from Pennsylvania, the rentals I have there, to states like Florida, to Tennessee, to Texas, and Wyoming. I'm going to kind of stay in those zero income tax states just to make things simpler and better and easier for me. And that's kind of where I'm looking at things going here in 2022 and what my plan is. I'm going to continue wholetailing because wholetailing is the way to go now. Why is wholetailing better than rehabbing right now and wholesaling, right? I'll still wholesale properties, but we went from 80% wholesale model down to a 25% wholesale model this year. And then we're doing 25% wholetail, which is going to increase probably more like 50 to 60% wholetail. And then some fix and flips and some rentals, buy and holds. But the reason I'm going more to wholetail is because the supply chain is a major issue. And the supply chain is going to continue to be a major issue going into 2022. It's just continuing to get worse and worse and worse.